I've never started a car review talking about the rear view mirrors before, or as you can see, the lack of them. And that's the first thing you spot when you see the Audi e-tron Quattro Sportback S-Line that I'm driving. Instead of rear view mirrors, there's a very sophisticated camera. You look inside the door where there's a very elegant 7-inch OLED screen. And what you get with the sophisticated setup is a bit of extra intelligence. If there's a car in the lane next to you, a very bold yellow line flashes at the front of the screen so that you can see there's another car. And it's part of what Audi is trying to introduce in terms of what the future of automobiles will be. Let's take this car for a little drive and you can see the sophistication and the plushness that you've come to expect from Audi. It is a truly luxurious car, and that's what I associate with Audi. I drove an A3 for years. My wife drives the Q3 at the moment. It's a car that is robust and premium and really fast and comfortable. Your primary interface with the car are these two very decently sized screens. That's the Apple CarPlay interface that you're familiar with, and then this is Audi's MMI, where you can control the radio, the car, the medium, etc, etc. This Audi e-tron Quattro Sportback S-Line has a 95 kilowatt battery in it. My house, for instance, has 14.4 kilowatts, so I could probably run my house for several days with this car. It'll give you up to 380 kilometers of distance, and that's necessary at the moment in this point of the evolution of electric vehicles in South Africa, because there aren't that many charging stations. But with that kind of range, you can travel quite comfortably. It's got a top speed of 200 kilometers, which is not insubstantial, and it has regenerative braking. So when you brake, it does transfer that energy back to the batteries. If you want to know how quickly you can get to 100, 5.7 seconds. It's just a pleasure to drive, because at the end of the day, that is what driving a car is all about. There's so many wonderful gizmos and gadgets, but ultimately at the end of the day, what you want is a really smooth driving experience, and that's what I've always associated with Audi. It is a pleasure to drive. You get in, you turn it on, you can create a profile if you want, or you can just drive the car. And that's what I've really loved. It is a pleasure to drive. Thank you for joining us. My name's Toby Shapshak. You've been watching Stuff Studios.